Time gains moment in the moment when I'm living in a moment, in a momentary sin, in a moment past and after a re-beginning, moments, many memories, pretending enemies or frenemies, sending me straight to bending me my bad behavior, but I better could have been a better man. Copy and paste, caught me and copy, better rhymes bother me. The better the rhythm, the better I am, but the better with the better I am. Gambling man, better I am a gambling man.
I ponder of something terrifying, cause this time there's no sound to hide behind. I find over the course of our human existence, one thing consists of consistence, and it's that we're all battling fear. Oh dear, I don't know if we know why we're here. Oh my, too deep, please stop thinking. I liked it better when my car had sound. There were things we can do, but from the things that work there are only two, and from the two that we choose to do, peace will win and fear will lose. It is faith and this sleep. We need to pick one, please, because faith is to be awake, and to be awake is for us to think, and for us to think is to be alive. And I will try with every rhyme to come across like I am dying to let you know you need to try to think. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought, cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. Let it be said what the headache represents. It's me defending in suspense. It's me suspended in a defenseless test, being tested by a ruthless examiner that's represented best by my depressing thoughts. I do not have writer's block. My writer just hates the clock. It will not let me sleep. I get so sleep when I'm dead, and sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head. I am a megalodon, oceans feeling like a pond, swimming like a beast underneath, they be clinging on. Meteoric rise in prehistoric times, now that meteor is coming. I am Megatron, cogs I'm stepping on, then the little cogs got together, started renaissance. Switch it up on me, fuel efficiency, on fumes I am running. Spending hours on end deciding what I'd say to a friend if I ever saw him again. Cause I don't know if I know it, I wanna come across the wrong way, and I don't know if I know what I know, I wanna see your face today. And somebody told me they saw you cry and break down. Do you know how hard that is to get around and think about? It's not like you to let emotions get the best of things, especially when everything is hanging in the air we breathe. The plans that I make, roads that I take, break to holes that will go where I don't know they are solid ground illusions that write themselves off as perfectly normal solutions. Pollutions in my eyes, my disguise will take me, break me, won't save me this time. There's a vision but you won't save me this time. My decision for living isn't mine to decide, and you just seem oh so far past the stars and past my heart. I can almost feel you when I start to close my eyes and sing a song. I will keep singing cause I'm wrong, but you were singing with me all along. We turned our hands to guns, trading our thumbs for ammunition. I must forewarn you of my disorder, or my condition, cause when the sun sets, it upsets what's left of my invested interest, interested, and putting my fingers to my head. The solution is I see a whole room of these mutant kids, fuse at the wrist, I simply tell them they should shoot at this. Simply suggest my chest and this confused music. It's obviously best for them to turn their guns to a fist. I can't see past my own nose, I'm seeing everything in slow-mo. Look out below, crashing down to the ground, just like a vertical locomotive. That's a train in my painting the picture that's in my brain. A train from the sky, locomotive, my motives are insane. My flow's not great, okay, I conversate with people who know if I flow on a song I'll get no radio play. While you're doing fine, there's some people and I who have a really tough time getting through this life, so excuse us while we sing to the sky. 3 lights are lit, but the 4th one's out. I can tell cause it's a bit darker than the last night's bout. I forgot about the drought of light bulbs in this house, so I head out down the route I think is heading south. But I'm not good with directions, and I hide behind my mouth. I'm a pro at imperfections, and I'm best friends with my doubt. And now that my mind's out, and now I hear it clear and loud, I'm thinking, wow, I probably should have stayed inside my house. Normality, conformity, stillness, fake faith, and forgery all seem to be a major key to why the day-to-day will seem to be a melting dream that we once had. But now the dream is weak, but now that we all see that we have fallen down, we just might be alive and able to prescribe the reason why we cry. It means to an end that we die, fall just to fly cause we're free cause I know I've seen the end of me. So we need to know that we are going down to seize our grounds, and everybody here will sing a sound. We once were lost, but now we're found. Enough about you, let's talk about me. And everybody thinks I'm just so free. Did you hear the verse that came first and how my own body went to war on me? I bet you didn't know something that's absurd. There's a word I've said more than any other word. It's sorry. And I pray that word was heard. They're smirking at first blood, they're circling above, but this is not enough. Yeah, this is not what you shot, no beyond, not just graffiti on a passing train. I got back what I once bought back in that slide. I won't need to replace this culture. Is a culture of overexposure. Not today, don't feed me to the vultures. I am a vulture who feeds on pain. All I wanna, it's the same game today as it always is. I don't give you space to speak my name explaining this, and the risks of my mind have the bleeding lines that remind me of all the times I have committed dirty crimes that are perfectly form fitted to what I've done and what I'm doing. I'm brewing and losing and spewing and fusing, and believe me, that's what other kids are doing. What kids are doing? What I say when I wanna be enough. What a beautiful day for I'm making a break for it. We'll find a way to pay for it. Maybe from all the money we made, razor blade stores, rent a racehorse, and force a sponsor and start a concert, a complete diversion. Start a mob, but you can be quite certain we'll win, but not everyone will get out. I just don't wanna be so many things, and now that I see, I just wanna sing, I just wanna breathe, I just wanna fly, I just wanna close my eyes. I'm taking the sun and taking the air. I just wanna run and murder my care. I wanna believe that I will be free elsewhere. I wanna be loud and think so much been up inside of me. I wanna be stronger. Too long I've sat here undecidedly planning strategy. Half of me knows it's all just a fallacy, failing miserably drastically, and then I crash dramatically into a wall. I've hit 100 times before, and yet I still ignore the dark red bloodstains on the floor. And I'm back in front of you, Lord, with blood on the floor. Is a blood mine of yours? Don't wanna do this anymore. Back and forth between me and who you call me to be. You see a man free who thinks he has to buy a key to a door, but he can't cause he's poor, and he can't fall down anymore cause he's already on the floor, and his all has broken it all. And this is his call, but it's more of a cry cause he will try 9 times, realize 9 crimes, but he has more than 9 lives. So he picks himself up and keeps climbing for the prize again. Yo, this song will never be on the radio. Even if I click with a pick and the people with a vote, it's a few the proud and the emotional. Yo, you, bulletproof and black like a funeral. The water riders is burning but we're so cold. It's a few the proud and the emotional. Every time off of selfish ambition is taking my vision. My crime is my sentence, repentance is taking commission. It's taking a toll on my soul, I'm screaming submission. And I don't know if I am dying or living, cause I will save face for name's sake. Abuse grace, take aim to obtain a new name in a newer place. But my name is lame, I can't walk and I ain't the same. And my name became a new destiny to the grave. And on the eve of a day that's forgotten and faking the trees, they wait and close anticipate the start of a day when we put on our face a mess that portrays that we don't need grace. On the eve of a day that is bigger than us, but we open our eyes cause we're told that we must. And the trees of the arms and the culture that bleed, desperately yelling at something we need. I'm not I die for you, that's easy to say. We have a list of people that we would take. A bullet for them, a bullet for you, a bullet for everybody in this room. But they don't seem to see many bullets coming through. See many bullets coming through. Metaphorically, I'm the man, but literally, I don't know what I do. I'd live for you, and that's hard to do. Even harder to say when you know it's not true. Even harder to write when you know that tonight there were people back home who tried talking to you, but then you ignore them still. All these questions, they're falling like who would you live for? Who would you die for? And would you ever kill? Nobody thinks what you think, no one. Empathy might be on the brink of extinction. They will play a game and say they know what you're going through. And I tried to come up with an artistic way to say they don't know you, and neither do I. So here's a prime example of a stand-up guy who hates what he believes and loves it at the same time. Here's my brother and his head screwed up, but that's alright. He's seen too many stare-downs between the sun and the moon in the morning air. How he used to hustle all the people walking through the fairgrounds. He's been around so long he changed his meaning of a chair now, because a chair now is like a tiny island in the sea of all the people who glide across the very surface that made his bones feeble. The end can come soon enough, but is it too soon? Either way, he can't deny he is a pantaloon. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. I start to part 2 halves of my heart in the dark, and I don't know where I should go when the tears and the fears begin to multiply. Taking time in a simple place in my bed where my head rests on a pillowcase, and it's sad that I was led, but I forget that I let another day go by. I wanna be afraid, but I see the leaves as I'm caught underwater, and I'm father and father. My heart's getting harder, I'm calling my father, and I scream into an empty sky. Empty sky, no way, that's me, cause one half of my heart is free. Empty sky, no way, that's me, cause the other half of my heart's asleep. I've got a pet cheetah down in my basement. I've raised him and bathed him and named him Jason Statham. I've trained him to make me these beats. Now my pet cheetah's quick and astuter than on his feet. I'ma get mine and get going. I'm showing my faces in decent places. I'm done with tiptoeing. I'll stay in my room. My house is the one where the vultures are perched on the roof. Get behind me, I bet this nepotistic mindset will help us get ours as we're growing. This could mean so much to this dude, it can make him afraid of his music and be scared to death he could lose it. Trying to be a lie to you, but it takes a clever guy to do what I do. It takes delivery and well-placed energy to subliminally get yourself inside you. Introspection, the name of the session. Spread disinfection, reflected on the next one, the next one, the next one. And when we're done, we'll all have made something new one. under the sun. I'm not done yet, no. Kick me up the stairs and take my microphone. Then you walk up to me and when you get close, I'll look you in the face and say, where's your home? Where you going and why you here? Have you asked these questions? Have you been sincere? Wanna know what I believe? It's right here. Dig a little deeper and it's crystal clear. Quickly moving towards a storm, moving forward, torn into pieces over reasons of what these storms are for. I didn't understand why everything I adore takes a different form when I squint my eyes. Have you ever done that? When you squint your eyes and your eyelashes make it look a little not right, and then when just enough light comes from just the right side and you find you're not who you're supposed to be. This is not what you're supposed to see. Please remember me, I am supposed to be king of a kingdom. I'm swinging on a swing. Something happened in my imagination. The situation's becoming dire. My tree house is on fire and for some reason I smell gas on my hands. This is not what I had planned. This is not what I had planned. Dear friend, here we are again, pretending to understand how you think the world is ending. Sending signals and red flags and waves. It's hard to tell the difference between mud and water these days. I'll pray that one day you see the only difference between life and dying is one is trying. That's all we're gonna do. So try to love me and I'll try to save you. There's an imposition in my mind's imagination. I hope and they choke on smoke 'cause I'm smoking them at the basement. This is not rap, this is not hip-hop. Just another attempt to make the voices stop rapping to prove nothing. Just writing to say something 'cause I wasn't the only one who wasn't rushing to saying nothing. This doesn't mean I lost my dream. It's just right now I got a really crazy mind to clean. Maybe I'll have tomorrow. I'm sorry if that question I asked last scared you a bit like a hazmat in a gas mask. If you ask Zach, he's my brother, he likes when I rap fast. But let's backtrack, back to this. Who would you live in that for on that list? But the problem is, there's another list that exists and no one really wants to think about this. Forget sanity, forget salary, forget vanity, my morality. If you get in between someone I live and me, you're gonna feel the heat of my cavalry. All these songs I'm hearing are so heartless. Don't trust a perfect person and don't trust a song that's flawless. I'm taking over my body, back in control, no more shoddy. I bet a lot of me was lost, teasing, crossing eyes and dotted. I fought it a lot and it seems a lot like flesh is all I got. Not anymore, flesh out the door, swat. I must have forgot, you can't trust me. I'm open a moment and close when you show it before you know what I'm off to see. And now that I write and think about it and the story unfolds, you should take my life, you should take my soul.